Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Season 3, Episode 3 of Inside the Big Dynasty League.
Week 2.
Season 3, Episode 3, Week 2 of the season. I'm your host, Mike. With me, as always, is the Statman, Petey Cunningham, and the Commish, Clyde Randall Waters. Big week this week. A lot of craziness. Some really close matches. Doubleheader weeks. I gotta say, I love the doubleheader weeks.
So much excitement, so much to follow.
It's like you take the normal week and you double it.
Doubled.
Twice the wins.
Twice the losses.
Or in some case, twice the losses.
Yeah.
Double the fun.
Anyway, let's start off by recapping
Double the pleasure.
Double the go. Of last week's matchup of the week.
Matchup of the week.
We got the San Francisco 69ers, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, for the second year in a row, that is still a sex joke, versus somebody. I lost my notes. In the rematch of who they rematch against.
That's enough to cover. I mean,
Was that you?
Moving on.
Was it you? Oh, it was Wayne Enterprises. Oh, Statman, why don't you break down this game for us, buddy?
69ers won. Wayne Enterprises lost. It was a rough week. 69er train keeps on rolling. On to the rest of the matchups.
Well, hold on now. Let's analyze this so we might learn how you lost and get better.
I lost because Mike Evans is a little something. And second straight week I played him. But this time they said he was actually playing.
I know.
And then he gets a 0. Eddie Lacy gets hurt early in the game.
Oh, that's what happened. You had a 0 and a
Negative and an under 1.
The vaunted Bills defense goes negative on me.
But not as negative as the Baltimore Ravens defense went on the Niners.
No.
But still negative. So if we've learned things in this league, it's having a 0 player is okay. But having a 0 player, an under a point player, and a negative player is not okay.
You're probably going to lose, especially when you go against the best team in the league. There's no way to get the win. It was a bad week. It was a bad week for Wayne Enterprises, but you know what? You hit the weight room, you watch the film, you get better. Big piece of the Wayne Enterprises comes back this week, so the train's about to start rolling.
All right. Commish, anything you want to say about this matchup?
Causing further embarrassment to Wayne Enterprises. You could have scored 158.04 had you started your best lineup, which probably would have been enough to win this game.
Yes.
I'm no mathematician, but that would be higher than the 151.
69ers had 87% efficiency, though, so their best would beat my best. Their actual beat my actual. 69ers is just a better team. I mean, they are the best team in the league, and to beat the man, you got to beat the man. And I did not beat the man. So, hopefully I will just get to see him in the playoffs, though. That's the hope. That's the hope.
Yeah. Moving on.
All right, so next up, let's go through. We're going to just kind of break the next few games down real quick, kind of rapid fire, if you will.
Yeah,
Start off with scores.
couple highlights to bring up here.
All right. So we're going to start off Ricky Bobby versus Calvin Hu, 104.3 to 107.34. Calvin Hu with the win.
No surprise.
Victoria's Secret, former champion versus the San Francisco 69ers. Yes, that's a sex joke. And a current champion. 151.36 to 151.90 in favor of the Niners.
Close matchup.
That is a very close matchup.
Came down to Monday Night Football. Victoria's Secret with the Jets defense. I didn't think she had a chance in hell of even coming close. Jets defense gets 17 points. I believe at one point she was leading this game.
Yeah.
And then the Jets, the Colts got just enough yards to knock them back down a little bit. Comes up just a little bit short.
Garbage time costs another good player a victory.
Yep. Good matchup, though.
All right.
That's league champion battle right there.
That's
what you expect.
Battling it out. Next up, we got Wayne Enterprises versus Hernandez Pistol Offense. Hernandez Pistol Offense gets the win, 118.80 to 108.74. That's a double loss for Wayne Enterprises this week. That's got to sting pretty bad if I was them. Yeah, okay. Well, next up, we got Wolfgang United versus the FC Acid Kickers. We got the FC Acid Kickers on top with a score of 132.02 to 118.74. Next up after that, we got I came in like a Monte Ball, or came in like a Derek Carr.
I came in like a Derek Carr.
We decide executive decision, we're changing our team name. I like it.
I like it. I love it.
I want some more of it.
You want some more Derek Carr, huh?
Yeah, why not? Anyway.
Derek Carr would have been a better play than Aaron Rodgers this week. We're just saying.
Just saying.
Would have been a better play than Andrew Luck. We got Derek Carr winning 148.46 to 132.14. A sad moment for the Bourbon Barons, but that will not be the way their week ends. Next up, we got an interesting one. We got F*** Hoff. I believe he's trying to spell a naughty word there. I have it on good authority that he is planning a name change every week until he gets a win.
You gotta do something. You gotta get the mojo back.
Come up with 13 more names.
Yeah. So he has his first loss of this week, 92.64. To our commissioner, Los Pandas Desnudo.
The Commish.
With 138.44 getting that victory.
I think we're going to come back to this matchup at a later point in the show.
Oh, we are. We're coming back to a lot of these later in the show.
Yeah, let's move on. This is boring.
You don't want me to go through the rest of them?
No, let's move on.
We can rapid fire. Victoria's Secret over Calvin Hu. 69ers over Wayne Enterprise. We already covered that one. Why did I even say it? Hernandez Pistol Offense against Wolfgang United. We're going to cover this one later as well. FC Acid Kickers loses to I Came In Like a Derek Carr. Bourbon Barons beats F Hoff.
What up?
F and 3 other symbols. Los Pandas News against Ricky Bobby team gets the win. No surprise there. So moving on.
I guess let's move on to our awards, if it's okay if we do the awards.
We got time. Time.
All right. First award up this week is the Hershey Milk Dud of the Week. As always, this goes to the player that just got stuck in your teeth and just stunk when it was supposed to be great. Commish, who's getting this one this week?
Jeremy Hill.
Jeremy Hill, F3 symbols Hoff. Jeremy Hill, 2 fumbles lost, goes for 1.1 points, got benched. There's a lot of contenders for this award this week, but Jeremy Hill, 2 fumbles getting benched, that takes the cake.
He fought hard for that award.
Yeah, he wanted this award badly.
Yeah, he was
badly. Bengals are too good though. I mean, Bengals just throw Giovanni Bernard in there, 100 yards, get the win.
Yeah, we were tired of picking on Wayne Enterprises. Could have put Eddie Lacy in there, but
Eddie Lacy got injured.
And the Statman picked out who won the awards this week. So hey, convenient.
I figured getting injured, that's a reasonable excuse is why they scored low. Fumbling twice, that's inexcusable. You gotta hold on to the rock.
All right, moving on. Next, we got the Ram pickup of the week.
Boom.
Commish. Why don't you talk about this one since you're the one who picked him up?
Yes, I picked up D'Angelo Williams. It was against my better judgment, but apparently I need to not listen to my better judgment more often.
It does appear that works for you when you don't listen.
He is of no use to me going forward for the rest of the season unless Le'Veon Bell can get injured.
31 points for D'Angelo Williams. And you also had the number 2 free agent pickup of the week in James Jones.
Oh, James Jones.
Who scored 9.9 points.
Yeah. Who picked up Deion Lewis? Did Allison pick up Deion Lewis?
I thought Deion Lewis was on the team.
I thought he got picked up this week.
I don't know.
He put up like 25 points, I thought.
All right. Moving on. Next up, we got our Bush's Baked Beans beating of the week. I just made that up. It's not an actual sponsor.
I like it.
I'm just trying it out.
I like it.
See if we can get Bush's Beans in the Big Dynasty League family.
Bush's Baked
Beans beating of the week goes to Los Pandas Desnudo, our commissioner.
Boom.
Over F. Hoff.
What?
He gets this for pounding F. Hoff, winning by 45.8 points, just destroying him. It's like he didn't even try, but I know he did. He hid from me at work this week. I didn't see him till late this afternoon. He was embarrassed. You did a number on him.
He really tried. He had 2 0 players, a 1 point, a 3 point, and a 5 point player. That's not good. That doesn't help you win.
That's too many 0 players, and we've already discussed the 1 or under 1 point players.
55% efficiency for F3 symbols Hoff. That ain't gonna win you many games. So, Alex Smith is the starting quarterback. He's starting a quarterback that has not thrown a touchdown to a wide receiver in over a year. Us 3 had as many touchdown passes to wide receivers last year as his starting quarterback. I'm just saying.
I do not play football.
Just fantasy football.
I do play fantasy football. Not very well,
Fake football.
but I get through it. Next up, this week, we had a very crazy competition for an award we don't even get to give out that often. And that's our Dollar Shave Close Shave of the Week. We had 2 to qualify for the Close Shave of the Week award, but you can only go to 1, but we're going to mention both of them. We have Hernandez Pistol Offense versus Wolfgang United, a .06 margin of victory.
Ooh, that's close.
That is the closest we've had any game come to since the great tie of 2014.
Week 2, Get Hoff Me at the time, over the very same Wolfgang United. And Wolfgang United lost the tiebreaker. That's tough. It's tough sledding.
It is tough for Wolfgang United. They get so close in week 2, but not quite there.
That was the week they put up, Wolfgang United put up back-to-back weeks of the same score.
Yeah. Crazy.
Then our 2 champions of record, they went against each other, and they were within .54 points. Just a crazy close week 2.
And both teams that lost had players going Monday night that could have sprung them over to get the win, and neither one just came through.
Man. All right. Moving on. Next, we got the Resurrected Team of the Week brought to you by Lazarus Department Stores. This one goes out to the FC Acid Kicker Statman. Why are they getting this?
They're getting this because they were awful last week. I mean, they were awful. They were terrible.
Bad.
And they came back to be 5th in the league in points this week, and went 1-1. So they got a win.
That team's got some hidden talent in it.
They're gonna be tough this later part of this year. Some of their young players start stepping up. You want to play them early this year.
Yep.
I get it. Because it'll be better later.
Yes.
That's harder. I get it. Next up, the Poopery Poo-Poo Team of the Week. As you guys all know, this one goes out to the team that just stank, rank, dank, all of it. And that week, this one, no competition this week. He took it, ran with it.
Clear-cut winner. No debate in the
F.
award.
Hoff.
F. Hoff!
And Statman, I believe again, as always, I'm not a mathematician, But 92.64 points, that's under 100, right?
That is under 100 points.
And I'm looking at these other numbers. They all have more digits than his. Am I to believe that because of that, he might be the only one who did that?
He was the only one who scored under 100 points. That is correct. Just an awful week. But when you start Alex Smith, what do you really expect?
That's true.
Start Alex Smith on Thursday night football game.
Has Ryan Tannehill on the bench.
Oof.
Do you suspect maybe he thinks we're playing like a golf version of fantasy football this year? I mean, he's part of the senior ownership committee. I think he would know the rules. He's familiar with the Constitution.
I don't know. I think he's distracted. He went on some kind of date this week or something.
That's true.
But then again, Statman went on a date this week, and he lost too.
Oh, man!
Correlation here.
Dying alone helps you get better at fantasy football.
Hey, but Ben got married last year or something, I think, and he was a champ. So.
Does married count as dating anymore, though?
I don't know.
He got married. He already took care of business, so
That's
then
true.
he could focus back on fantasy football.
That's true.
No, both former champions are married.
That's true.
One of them's a woman.
Does that mean Timmy's going to win this year because he's married?
No, Timmy's not going to win. Come on.
No, that's not going to happen.
Okay.
All right, moving on here. Next up, we got the surprise player of the week. This is the random player who broke out and just had a crazy game, brought to you by Proactive. For when you get those surprise breakouts, use Proactive. They'll help you get it under control, get your skin nice and sexy. This one's going out to D'Angelo Williams.
Second award for D'Angelo Williams. Goes from not even on a team to over on a team and scoring 30 points. So that's not a bad week for D'Angelo.
That is a surprise.
But now he goes back to being on the bench. So because Le'Veon Bell's back. So.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, next up, we got our first interview of the year. I'd like to bring into the studio, if you will, live via tape delay, Timmy Crofford. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome our first guest of the year, and maybe our best, who knows. The owner of Hernandez's Pistol Offense, Timothy Crofford. Timmy, how you doing, man?
Timmy.
What's up? How we doing?
We're doing good. Hey, man.
Good.
Looks like your season's starting out pretty well. How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Not as confident as last season, but I do like my team. I feel like I'm not very deep as far as strength on my bench or whatever. But yeah, I think I'm a little top heavy. But hey, you can't complain with 3-0.
I like them top heavy.
I
I bet you do.
bet you do.
Need to keep this PG.
PG. Okay.
PG.
No promises.
So, is there a particular victory this year that you feel especially proud of?
I mean, I just love when all of you, including Petey, mostly when Petey picks against me. Randy picks against me every week, so that's okay. But beating Petey, Wayne Enterprise in the doubleheader week this previous week was probably the best victory of the three. So I don't have a very good track record against Petey in the history of the Dynasty League. So that was pretty sweet. So I wish he would have made a bet against me or against you guys to wear something stupid if I swept him because I got one win. So.
Your team's actually
I would have loved to see. Actually, I would have loved to see Harvey beat you more than me. But
I still got to play Harvey twice. So
Yeah.
What's the all-time matchup between you and Timmy?
me and Timmy?
that's what are we like 500? That's what I was looking at.
I'm not sure.
Let's pull it up here.
We can have that.
Come on, Statman.
We can have that ready very quickly.
While we're that up, Timmy, man, how are things? Anything new going on from the off season to now?
No, I'm gonna give. See, I wasn't prepared for this question. I don't. I mean, no. Just
You got a new TV? That's exciting.
I did get a new TV. Yes. Now the next step would be to get cable, but Netflix looks really good on my new TV. I don't even get CBS. What I need to do is get a new antenna.
You know, Netflix has a new plan that does 4K streaming through Netflix.
That's what I need to do then. For football though, I just go to Petey's house and take his key and watch football there when he's not there, because his priorities have changed. Like so few others, Petey's priorities have changed. So.
Yes.
All right. So what is your guys' all-time record against each other? We got that stat now.
All-time record. Hernandez's pistol offense is 2-4 against Wayne Enterprises.
See, that's rough.
That's the most matchup he has against anybody else, unfortunately for him.
Yeah, whoever creates the schedule and puts me in his division every year. You know what I think is really interesting? On draft day, I was excited to be in this division because
what's going on?
Can't even turn your phone off during our interview. Awesome.
I think you turned it up.
But no, it did a thing where Apple calls all my Apple devices. It was ringing on my phone, then it was ringing on my iPad, and then it started ringing on my computer.
All right, you got any questions for Timmy?
What I was trying to say before I was interrupted is I was super excited about being the division that I was in because I felt like it was based off of people that didn't do well last year, and now there's a three-way tie for our division lead. So, Randy, I give it to you, man. Commish stepping up, 3-0. I like it.
I got two questions for you. Well, first one is, where do you see yourself finishing the season after this great start?
You know what? If I can stay in the top two in my division, I'd be happy. Ben's team is really, really good, and I think he's going to be good for a long time. But I just, the playoffs are the goal. So I'm thinking second in my division would be top two in the division. That's where I see myself.
It's a realistic goal.
Got some real competition up there. I'll tell you that.
I do, and that's why I'm like, it's just saying to win the division, I don't think is realistic. I think I need a little help there. So,
all right. My second question: what player are you going to trade rape you on this year?
You know what? I needed. Okay, this is what I have to say. If Cam Newton doesn't get in a freak car accident last year, I am in the finals of the Big Dynasty League.
Oh, man, he had to beat me, though.
That's a bold prediction.
I would have beat you, Petey. I would have. But you know what? I'm not like UC fans that say if Kenyon Martin doesn't break his leg, we win the championship. So
we all know that's fact.
Shots fired.
That is not fact because there's no such thing as that. So
Bob Huggins' impeccable NCAA record, proving that he can go far. So.
Do you know who beat Bob Huggins on his last game at UC?
I don't.
Yeah, that was the University of Kentucky.
That was the Billy Gillespie University of Kentucky, correct?
Oh, yeah. That was a poor man's University of Kentucky. All right, so anyways, Randy, you know what? If I need somebody, I'm going to throw out anybody that can help me get that trade. I don't think you're going to trade rape me.
Just so you know. I'm going to pick you to win this week.
Year.
I'm going to pick you to win this week so you lose, okay?
Yeah, shut up.
All right. Anybody have any other questions for Timmy?
We can go with an actual football Hernandez's pistol team related question here.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Drew Brees, first two games, under 20 points each game, 10 points this week. You got Cam Newton on the bench. How do you feel about your quarterback situation here?
You know what? I think I submitted my lineup with Cam Newton starting. I did drop Jay Cutler a week ago, and after his injury, I looked like a genius. But you know what? I'm looking at my injury report. Drew Brees questionable. LaShawn McCoy questionable. So I don't know. Maybe I do need a trade rape to get a quarterback. So
Johnny Manziel is available if you'd like it.
Johnny Manziel. You know what? I'm shocked. The fact that the Cleveland Browns are not starting Johnny Manziel is 100% proof as to why the Cleveland Browns are the Cleveland Browns.
It's the most Browns thing to do.
And then if it's Brown, flush it down.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you don't start him, but I don't know.
Travis Benjamin has got you 32 points on your bench, man. You didn't need him last week, though.
I picked him up though, so we'll see how that goes. Can lightning strike twice? That's.
I don't know if Josh McCown can throw the ball 50 yards though, so his value just went way down.
$2 bet, PD. Johnny Manziel will be in the starting lineup within the next 3 weeks.
No, I'm not betting that. I think Johnny Football should be in the starting lineup.
All right. Well, we agree.
McCown is terrible.
He's terrible.
Josh McCown is terrible.
Johnny Manziel gets all the drugs out of his system, and he's ready to go.
He's alcohol free. He's.
You might be able to take the alcohol out of him, but the douchebag's still there. All right, Timmy, man. Thanks a lot.
Anyway,
Thanks for being on the show, man. We'll see you later.
Anything you want to shout to the league before we let you go?
No, but could somebody please beat Ben? That would be awesome.
We thought Allison was going to.
He's playing the Ricky Bobby team and F off, which are both 0-3. I feel like it's the same minute that Ben is going to, that the 69 is going to be undefeated entering next week.
Joel, Tugs, come on.
All right.
Yeah.
Timmy, thank you for your time, and best of luck this season.
Good luck the rest of the year.
See you, man.
I'll see you in the playoffs.
Get hungry, eat some.
Hey, Petey, remember when you said I wouldn't make the playoffs?
I don't remember that. No, because you were in my playoff projections.
Okay.
So I don't remember that.
All right.
All right, let's go.
Bye.
All right, see you.
All right, thanks again to Timmy for doing the interview this week. Next up, we're going to take a look at this week's matchup of the week.
Matchup of the week.
Matchup of the week.
He's still on the 7-second tape delay. It's okay, though. This week's matchup of the week is going to be none other than our commish, Clyde Randall Waters, with Los Pandas Desnudo versus I Came In Like a Derek Carr.
I came in like a Derek Carr.
Statman, break this one down for us. What are we looking at here?
Great matchup here. Undefeated against undefeated. Somebody's season is going to take a loss here and potentially be ruined. Somebody. I came in like a Derek Carr, as I believe an 18-point favorite right now. And it's easy to see with Aaron Rodgers, Julio Jones, Travis Kelce, arguably the top player at each of their position, well, except for Travis Kelce. Gronkowski's number one. That was just for the excitement of the matchup. But anyway, Greg Olsen, the number 2.
Greg
Tight
Olsen.
I came in like a Derek Carr. Questionable running back situation here. Devontae Freeman, DeMarco Murray, and Niall Davis. DeMarco Murray just got hurt today on Wednesday and might not play this weekend. So it's hard to go with I came in like a Derek Carr when they're going up against Los Pandas Desnudos and Russell Wilson, Keenan Allen, James Jones, Golden Tate, Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham has done nothing this year. I think he had a touchdown week 1.
Well, you know what he did today? He came out and was vocal about how upset he is with his role on the offense out there.
Ooh, friction, turmoil for the 0-2 Seahawks.
Yeah. And Cam Chancellor decided that he's ready to play.
Interesting.
But we'll see what happens.
Yep, so Los Pandas Desnudos had D'Angelo Williams break out last week with 30-point performance, but now he goes back to the bench. Still get some carries, but won't be the primary back anymore. So both teams kind of losing a running back potentially. Very good matchup here, Commish.
I'm excited about it. I think on paper, I came in like a Derek Carr has the edge, but I know my team. And they're fighting this year. They're ready. They're hungry. They want to win.
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger.
All right, so, official, let's get it on the record. Statman, who you taking?
Los Pandas Desnudos to get the win.
Uh-oh. Commish, who you taking?
Los Pandas Desnudos.
Sweep it, baby. I'm taking Los Pandas Desnudos myself. All right, next up, we got the doubleheader week, so we're going to do a lightning round.
Lightning round.
Where we go through the picks very quickly and see who's going to win. Okay. First up, we have Derek Carr versus Calvin Who?
Who?
Statman.
Derek. I came in like a Derek Carr. He's going to get the dub.
Commish.
I came in like a Derek Carr.
I'm taking Derek Carr as well. F. Huff versus the Niners. Statman.
69ers in a rout in this one.
Commish.
Niners.
69ers, and yes, that is a sex joke. Ricky Bobby versus Hernandez pistol offense. Statman.
Hernandez's pistol offense.
Commish.
Ricky Bobby.
Me, I'm taking Hernandez pistol offense. Victoria's Secret versus FC Acid Kicker. Statman.
Victoria's Secret.
Commish.
Victoria's Secret.
And we're sweeping that. I think the Victoria's Secret are going to win too. Wayne Enterprises versus the Cincinnati Bourbon Barons. Statman.
Wayne Enterprises.
That hurts. Commish.
Wayne Enterprises.
That hurts more. I'm going with myself. Wolfgang United versus Los Pandas Desnudos. Statman.
Los Pandas Desnudos stays undefeated.
Commish.
Los Pandas Desnudos.
I'm taking Los Pandas Desnudos as well. Calvin Who versus F. Hoff.
F off. What'd you
Statman.
say? Who'd you say to F off?
Who? Calvin Who versus F. Hoff. Statman.
You know what? I was going to go with Calvin Who. Rethought it, changing it up. I'm going with F, 3 symbols, Hoff, to get the win and keep this team name the rest of the year.
All right, Commish.
Calvin Who?
I'm going Calvin Who. All right, brother, don't let me down. Next up, we got the 69ers. Yes, that is a sex joke versus the Ricky Bobby team. Statman.
69ers.
Niners.
Hernandez pistol offense versus Victoria's Secret.
Victoria's
Statman.
Secret.
Victoria's Secret. I mean,
All right, we even need to ask. Victoria's Secret. FC Acid Kickers versus Wayne Enterprises. Statman.
Sweep it.
Wayne Enterprises. Got to go with it.
All right, Wayne Enterprises for everyone. The Cincinnati Bourbon Barons versus Wolfgang United. Statman.
Cincinnati Bourbon Barons.
Yeah, baby.
Gets the win.
Statman picked me once. Commish.
The Bourbon Barons.
Sweep it, baby. Last but not least, we already went over
The matchup of the week.
the matchup of the week.
And it's not least, it's the most.
It's the most. Last but most.
It's the matchup with the mostest.
The mostesses of the mostest.
So, that's our picks for this week.
Get your picks in. We still have, 3 people
We
who
have
haven't put
3
in?
teams that have
people.
not made a pick, and it's still early. There's still a shot for them to come
We're
back.
going to call them out by name. They are
Calvin Who.
Calvin Who.
I came in like a Derek Carr.
I came in like a Derek.
And our interview guest tonight, Hernandez's pistol offense. Get your
Picks
picks
in, guys.
It takes a minute. It's easy. It's easy.
It's easy.
Our
A
leader-
chance to win $50.
Our leaderboard for Fantasy Pool Pick'em right now, Wayne Enterprises with 14. Victoria's Secret, 2 back. Bourbon Barons, 3 back. The Niners, 4 back. Plenty of time to catch up. Nobody is out of it yet.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, have fun this week. Enjoy the games. And like I like to say, if you get hungry later, eat something.
Mm-hmm.
If you get tired, pull over.
If you get drunk, don't drive.
That's true. Sometimes you don't need a rocket. Scientist, you just need a
Get
rocket. Good night,
Look,
ladies and
when you
gentlemen.
take that bus, you get there.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Good night,
All
guys.
right.
Did you hit the stop button yet?
Wow.